Okay, my AP Environmental Science kids, I totally forgot to record this last night, so I wanted to show you guys how to make a bar graph out of the data that you have collected in the virtual lab. So the first thing you're going to do is you should have created a table. And you can see here that I extrapolated this same one from your lab and inserted it into the Google Doc. And so what you're going to do is you guys are going to hit Insert, you're going to go to Chart, you're going to go to Bar Graph. And by doing so, it creates a generic one that's already kind of preset for some stuff. And so the thing is that we are only, the one that's given to you only has 2 variables, and we actually have 3. So what you're going to do is you are going to click the one that was given to you. You're going to click this little link, and you're going to hit Open Source. And what that's going to do is going to make the generic chart, okay? From there, my recommendation, okay, so I recommend that you guys come up here to your table, you highlight it all, so you should have numbers in here. You're going to hit Control-C to copy it, and in this, you're going to hit Control-V to paste it. And so anytime that you modify the table, it's going to modify the graph. Now, as you can see here, it only goes, let's see here, I'm going to delete this first one. Okay, so I'm going to delete this row. And so now I have my table. Okay, and so it only has temperatures. So if I put any numbers in, it's going to start changing it. Okay, so then you start putting those numbers in, and it's going to make a nice, neat little graph for you guys. That has 3 different colors already made. Okay, so you can see that it's making those changes. The only thing that I would like you guys to obviously change here is I would like you guys to change the parameters. So what I mean by that is I'm going to double click the chart itself. And what it's going to do is it's going to give me this chart editor. And so there's a couple things that I need to change. I'm going to go to Setup, and it's going to ask me what the data range is. And I want to change that. So I'm going to click here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, let's see here, data range. Okay, I'm going to, all right, I'm going to come over here. I don't want temperature to be 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to add a series, and I want to make sure that catfish is included. So I click and I drag down and I hit OK. So now I have my data. Okay, so now I have my goldfish, my sunfish, and my catfish. The only other thing that I would want you to change is the title. So points scored, this is not a basketball game. Okay, so you are going to change that chart title by double clicking it and typing what you're comparing here. So you are going to compare, you're going to say temperature versus breathing rate. Okay, so I'll put that in there. So now that you've made it here, what you can actually do, since you have these 2 tabs kind of ready to go, you can click your chart here and it'll give you an option to update. And bam, there you go. Okay, the other option, if you want to just go ahead and highlight this, copy it, you can also just paste that in there. But those are the instructions to make your chart in case you guys didn't know. Thanks, guys.